What's up, Wheelers? Welcome to Light Bars and Moxie Podcast, the show where we answer your Jeep questions, talk about badass builds, and discuss ways to beef up your ride. I'm Paul with JeepBeef, and as always, we got Ryan Suanji from Combat Off-Road.
Hi.
Ryan, the what is it? The Ramblin'? What's the name of your?
The Holiday Rambler.
The Holiday Rambler. That's it. Yeah,
Sick.
that's it. That's your new nickname, the Holiday Rambler.
I feel like that.
It's like as long as my office, as wide as my office, and then there's what, a 30-foot trailer behind it?
Yeah, 30-foot enclosed on the back.
Yeah. So pretty sick, pretty crazy. So let's I'm gonna bring this guy up. So I put together a bit of a build sheet. And so what we're gonna do is this week we're just gonna sort of fine tune it. I'd like to pick Ryan's brain a little bit on some ideas and how to properly lay it out. I just thought, we could do a spreadsheet, but that's super boring, right? Like, why do a boring spreadsheet when we can do something fun like this? So we'll build this out, and then in the comments, we'll leave a link. And if you all want to get your own version of this and, create your own build sheet, love to see them. And then also you can always follow along with what we have going on with the JL. So Ryan, the way I sort of laid it out is we have like build goals overall on the left hand side, and then it's we'll just put in some sticky notes of what we want to do.
Digital sticky notes.
It's
pretty small on my screen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, we'll figure it out, but we'll put the link up, and in the future ones we'll put a link as well. If people really want to follow along, you can follow along. But we've got, so here I can actually zoom in, I think.
Let's see what happens.
Nothing
happened. It didn't zoom in.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, it did. Something. It's all weird. There you go.
There we go. Better? Okay.
Oh, I see it. Move from 37s to 40s. Look at you.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's one of the goals, right? I want to take the JL from 37s to 40s. We may even want to maybe we'll come up with a name.
Like you're gonna name your Jeep, you mean?
Yeah.
Just
name it a name for my Jeep.
Just name it the Beef.
The Beef?
The beef.
The Beef?
Yeah, the Beef. Or you can say the Beef Cake.
If anyone has an idea.
The beef sampler.
The Beef sampler.
I don't know. It sounds fun to me.
That's right.
I'm not putting it on my Jeep, but it makes sense for you.
There you go. Okay, fair enough. But
you should put the Beef sampler. They're gonna think you're like a man for hire in the exotic department.
There you go. Okay, there we go.
That's amazing.
There we go. Okay,
I like it.
All right,
I'm gonna make that sticker and drive down to your house on the middle of the night.
There you go. Okay, so and with that though, so and this is what we'll cover in like subsequent shows. It's like, okay, so if we want to move from 37s to 40s, we're gonna have to make a list of like suspension. Like, what are we gonna need in order to get to the 40s? Because right now I've got a stock Dana 44.
Do you want me to tell you, or you want to just do this?
Well, you know what? We'll break it down, I think, into their different. So, like next week, we'll do like probably, what's needed for perhaps suspension, right?
I was gonna say the interior is probably fine to run 40s.
Yeah, I think it's probably good. Right? I don't know though. Do you think? I don't know. You might have to upgrade.
Hey, you could like get rid of those brand new fancy seats and put some like buckets, like some Corbos or some what do they call it?
PRP.
ARP?
PRP.
PRP. ARP is the bolts for the motors.
There we go.
PRP is the fancy seats.
Oh no, what I do?
And put a roll cage in it, full cage, and some 5-point harnesses with the PP belt.
I love it. So let's I've already got the bumper, so we're gonna go with. I've got that. We're good to go. Bumper, good.
Need a winch in there, dude.
That's right. I need a winch.
Has synthetic lines so you can run the fairly.
Line, probably not multiple, but you never know. Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. So winch. So from here, what I'll do is, again, that's why in a subsequent show, I'll create a what's it called? One of those other thingies with a sort of like a shopping list of what we need. And
other thingies. What do you mean?
A table. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. we'll create a table, and then we will be able to
Tailgate table. You got one already.
Well, I got one of those. That's I don't have anything for the rear yet. How about that?
Get
Okay,
some
well, hold on.
lights.
Let's go with sections. So I've got overall goals. I've got interior. I've got the front, right, which basically is front, and we're good. We got wheels, tires,
Make an
brakes.
angry grill.
Yeah, don't forget
I'm
the
gonna make an
grill.
angry grill and just make a Cyclops. Just one
There-
big light.
You can make a unicorn, just a big
Oh, or
right?
a narwhal. Let's get a
a
long,
narwhal. Hey,
long
what the
tooth. No
heck?
one's doing narwhals.
Nobody's doing
It's
narwhals.
actually a tooth. Eh? Did you
And
know
if I'm gotta say, if people are running angry
that?
grills, they probably run narwhals.
Narwhal Cyclops grill.
There you go. Nobody's
on.
doing that.
Come on, China. There.
Okay, so wheels, tires, brakes, and then I put just exterior / armor, right? So again, we can circle back on that, but clearly don't need that to run 40s. But that said, I have these Rome rock rails, which I decided to keep. I think some people were really like all over these things. It was crickets for like the first 2 or 3 weeks on Facebook Marketplace, and then
now people want them. Now you don't want to
like
sell
crazy,
them.
and now I don't want to sell them.
You're like one of those
exactly.
crazy high school
Right?
girls.
Exactly. Well, because what happened was like I ended up seeing them on a bunch of the Jeeps down at
and you like
Smoky
them?
Mountain, and they looked pretty sweet. Yeah, they look really stout. I talked to one guy who has been running them, and he's taking them off road. He's beating them up pretty good. They look like they've held up pretty stout. So I figure, you know what, give it.
You're like,
give
hey,
them
I
a
should
whirl.
buy those. You're like, no,
Well,
wait a minute, I own them
yeah,
already.
that's right. It's like I run them for a year, and at that point, if I want to get rid of them, cool. And I mean, honestly, there are a couple that I do want to get. I can get back to this, but there's like what is it? VHS? Is that what it is?
That's a
VKS.
tape. That's a
VKS.
tape.
Right?
Oh.
Yes. I'm not that old.
What's that movie? Please Rewind. Terrible movie.
It sounds familiar, but I don't
That's
know.
with I forget that guy's name. The Mo Deep guy or something, and Jack Black.
I've never seen it. I'm not gonna watch it though.
Why not? Try it. It's not bad.
Is it not?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't remember.
I have to. You already told me Nacho Libre.
Oh, dude, that's an epic. We should all watch that. I'd watch that right now.
Okay, one episode we'll just watch Nacho Libre. That's what we'll do. We'll just put it up on the big screen and we'll all watch it together.
It's pretty amazing.
All right, cool. So the VKS has some pretty sweet rock rails that
we're gonna make some too.
Yeah.
We'll see how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully for the spring. We
there
got lots of stuff, but we'll make some prototypes.
Cool.
Ours will be fun.
And then I put suspension over here because I figured it's pretty big. We're gonna have lots of suspension stuff, right? So, just in order to get to the 40s,
depends on what you want, man. To be honest.
Well, honestly, like high level, and we'll. I think maybe what we'll do is next week we'll talk about what suspension we need. So we won't get into it too deep right now. But my thought is that if I want to get to 40s, I'm okay with keeping the Dana 44s, but trusting them and going with the RCVs.
Yeah, that'll work just fine.
Right? Like, I mean, I as much as I would love to take it out and thrash on this thing every weekend, it's not me. Like, I just don't have the time. And
I even invited you last time we went out.
Right? Exactly. And that weekend, it took me 6 hours to change a bumper. So
yeah, you were busy.
Yeah, I was busy that weekend. But and it's my daily, right? And I very much like driving it daily. So I think the 44s on 40s, if I was going bigger, if I was going to take this thing to like the crazy extreme where I wanted to run like 43s or 46s, then obviously that's not going to work, right? Yeah, that remember that we saw a Gladiator on 46s. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, that guy was in my trailer campground with the big.
Yes, right. Yeah, and he's running Dana 60s, I think, or bigger.
Sure. I didn't even look. I just saw it from a distance. It was pretty. It was the biggest Gladiator I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really was.
And it was super clean. It was shiny. It was nice.
Behemoth or something like that.
Oh, I believe
JK, something like that. Yeah, nice guy. Talked to him for a bit.
And he's got that giant side by side that falls behind him. Also.
Oh, does he? See, that I did not see. But,
yeah, it's huge on use on ag tires, like monster. It gets that as high as the Gladiator.
Remember we had mentioned something about perhaps in order to afford that, and this is going to come out wrong, but we were saying that maybe he didn't have a wife because we were like,
Oh.
how is it that he can afford such things?
Or maybe his wife
or-
bought one and he bought the other. Who
I was
knows?
going to say he did tell me though his wife set him up on Instagram, so he definitely has a wife. So there you go. Maybe they're both doctors. Who knows?
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love, COVID crazy doctors. We're not going to get there, but okay. So suspension. So getting back to this.
Well,
the
anyways,
ABD
on a
thing.
topic for that, we didn't die going to the south.
Hey, yes, right.
And nobody else died that I heard of in the show. And nobody looks sick either, which is good news.
Yeah,
Comparing
all
like
around.
across the whole thing. So it's, you just can't believe everything you see and read and hear. You know what I mean? And then they're not all crazy wild people that don't respect anything either. They're all intelligent, respectful people that are just going about their thing, right? I don't know. I had a really good time and I felt comfortable and safe for the whole time. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
And we went across we went to Nashville for the day to take a look at some stuff.
And to destroy parts of that beautiful city.
I just carved a couple of those speed bumps with my trailer hitch, but I couldn't I couldn't do anything about it, man.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying though. But I will say though, I don't know if it's just the South or what, but people were a little bit maybe in terms of the pace of everyone's lives, they seemed a little bit nicer. They seem to be a little bit more respectful of your personal space, which around here I find people just do not respect. So I think
people are like chippy around here, man. Like they're just like snooty, it seems. You know what I mean?
And like in a hurry, and like no one's interested in everyone here. Again,
everyone's about themselves.
Total tangent, but
yeah.
I think it's just it's innate in that we're pushing in a society that is just much more all about you, and people want it to be like that. No community, because if you have community, then communities like tend to like band together and oppose things, whatever it is. But anyway, I digress. Back to the build sheet. Okay, so we have overall goals. We've got the interior, we've got front, we've got wheels, tires, brakes, we've got exterior / armor. Suspension's big. What performance would be one, right?
Yeah, you'll need gearing in the performance section if you want. You already have a turbo. You should really see. We never looked into it. Who's doing what to those little motors, right? Like, I'm curious if there's like a, like something up the boost, like like a pulley or you know what I mean, or a bigger turbo and injectors and all that fun stuff. I'm really really curious. I haven't looked, but
all right. So we got performance, and we'll put more in here after. Boost the turbo. That's what I boost the turbo ?
Yeah.
And then what else do we need? Are we missing anything, or just miscellaneous?
I don't know. Well, you need a tire again if you're.
I got wheels, tires, brakes.
You could run. Yeah, the wheels are fine if you want, unless you wanted to go fancy and go beadlocks. You know what I mean?
No. I think I really like the methods that I have. So you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll also, for our next little call, when the link's available, maybe I'll just put in some of the things that we already have on that Jeep, and then we can take a poll. What does everyone think of the methods on it? I'm a big fan, I must say. I've heard from different people. Some people swear by them. Other people say that the little, because I have the faux bead. I don't know what you call it. What do they call it? Not bead locks, but bead.
Just imitation. Yeah, street locks, imitation.
Street locks, yeah.
It's just a look. I mean, I have them. Geez, I only have bead locks on the one Jeep, and I've never blown a bead
on the
ever.
JK.
Yeah, just on the JK.
Yeah.
I've never blown a bead anyways, and I'd always run stuff like, 10, 8, 6, 5 pounds, and then we were running the other ones at 3 pounds, which is actually not enough air for those tires for the Pro X for what we were doing. It just kind of it robbed the ground clearance a little bit, and the tire was would deform so crazy,
right?
Just a little too much. So I think 5, 6 pounds we're going to try next time, just see
That's in the Baja.
Yeah,
Pro?
the Pro X, yeah, the Mickey Thompsons. But
Yeah.
okay, the
Gotcha.
comp tire, yeah.
Got it.
I have the same tires you have on the Gladiator right now.
Oh, do you? Because they're killer. They're the Baja Boss MTs, right?
Right. Yeah, they're really good. Well, I have a set of Pro Comps and 40s that I had on the green Jeep for driving. It's Pro Comp MT2s, but in the short term, we're gonna toss those on the Gladiator. We're gonna put a 4.5-inch lift in it that we got sitting around, and RCVs and something else. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna put Tim's C gussets on it just to give them a test out. Sorry, Tim, we haven't had time to get over there, and I gotta sit at home for a couple weeks just to make sure my guys feel good.
Yeah, oh, is that right? You're just gonna.
Well, it's just a funny time for everything, and like I know that I'm fine, and I know everything said I'm fine, and I feel fine. I'm hanging out at my house, so. But like I said, I didn't have to, but I'm just doing it out of courtesy. So
yeah,
I mean, just to make sure that everyone's cool. But
sure,
it'll be a weird. I've never stayed home for 2 weeks as an adult.
I guarantee you don't make it 2 weeks. But
yeah, I know. Well, you're gonna see.
It's been 6 days. We're good now.
I'm just gonna maybe go get another negative test for the fans.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Right? They say like they recommend like 8 days or something like that. Just
right. Aaron said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, whatever.
Well, maybe what we can do then, if we'll do another on the same one. We'll do what is it, the Gladiator? You're gonna throw the sea gussets and.
Yeah, we're gonna put Tim's sea gussets in the Gladiator. Just do a fit up for him, make sure they all fit the way he wants, so he can go and punch them out for people.
Nice.
And yeah, RCVs and and I don't know if I order drive shafts or not. I might get some Tom Woods shafts for it, or I'll get them once it's on the ground.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting the old TMR steering kit. Get that bad boy put in there. The 2.5 ton,
the big one. Yeah, we did the 1.5 because Tim wanted to test it out with those misalignment joints on the JK.
Well, did they even? I was gonna say, does he still do the 1.5 on the?
Well, it was new.
Oh, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I don't know 100%. I'll have to talk to him. I was under the impression that he only had the 2.5 for the JLs.
He might for the JL because that was a JK.
Yeah, right on. Okay. Well, either way,
I don't know. He's got lots of products. I don't know them all.
Right? He's got a couple. Yeah. But yeah, so that's it. So moving to 40s, go with the steering kit, RCVs, and then lift, and we'll have to figure all that out. But next week we'll do suspension, and again, I'll make sure to.
We got to bug Krista to come on too.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that as well, but
yeah, I was chatting with her. She's good to go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I like her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's so cool. Yeah. No, I like that she is a smart business lady and likes to keep her clothes on. That's right. That's a good quality. Maybe I don't know. But yeah. So again, we'll put the link to this sheet in the show notes. If anyone wants it and they don't know where to get it, feel free to email podcast@JeepBeef.com. You can hit us up on any of our social channels. You can also
wait till it's filled up.
You can wait till it's filled up. Yeah, just check in next week and you'll watch us filling it up. And yeah, I think that's about it. So next week we'll do suspension on what we might need to move to 40s on a JL with the 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo. And yeah, that's it. If anyone has any questions, feel free to send those in as well. I think that's about it. I think everyone's kind of beat. Yeah. So with that said, I think we'll wrap this guy up this week because I got to get to work so I can pay for said crazy real estate.
Yeah, you better sell some stuff.
Right? Right, exactly. So hey, listen, everyone who tuned in this week, as always, thank you so much. If you are catching us on the audio channels, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you're listening live right now, I see you, all you people right now, hit that like button. Let us know that you're here. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, We're going to go into suspension, see what we need to move to 40s on the JL, and we will post up this build sheet as soon as it's a little bit cleaner. And I'll add a few things to it in the next couple of days, and then we'll go from there. If anyone has any thoughts or ideas also on what we can add to the build sheet, feel free to reach out. And that's it. That's all I got. I can't speak anymore. I need beverage.
There you go. Get some pine in you.
I gotta get some pine. A little pine. All right. Well, until next time, thanks again for tuning in, and we're out. We're done. See you next week. All right. Bye.